Hello guys, today I have with me the newest Kindle. This is the 10th generation Kindle. It's a 6-inch screen and I have it in white on the left hand side. The unique thing about this particular Kindle is the fact that it has a backlit LCD, if you can call it that. And I've just been playing around with this for about 20 minutes now. And it seems fairly easy to use. And for the price, you can't really go wrong. This is costing right now about 7,000 rupees, 8,000 rupees, I'm sorry. The form factor is very simplistic. It feels about as plastic as it looks, but it's a good plastic. It's not a plastic which will, make you not want to use it. It weighs about 175 grams. On the right hand side, we have the newest Paperwhite. This weighs about 183 grams, so a difference of 8-10 grams. No one's gonna pick one of these because they are lighter, but if you check out the feel in hand, I think it feels very good. Definitely on the screen, you're not able to see how dim the display is. Definitely my phone, being an iPhone, whatever, it is actually kind of doing a lot of justice to the screen. It definitely, to the naked eye, it looks a bit more blue than it's looking to you, but that is hardly a deal breaker. But I thought I should mention that. So don't go by the way it's looking on your screen. In person, it probably looks 15% worse. Having said that, the difference between the Kindle, the basic Kindle, and the Paperwhite has always been the fact that this comes with a backlit LCD, whereas this did not previously come with a backlit blue light, but now it does that. So I think it's something which I wanted to check out. Also, it was my wife's birthday, so to her dismay, this is the gift I got her. And she was not very interested, she was not very happy, but she has little idea about what she's missing out on. Again, the form factor is very similar. You have a button on the bottom, which is the power button, and if you hold it down for 3 seconds, you can switch it off. You have a micro USB. There is no headphone jack. This is not an audio book player. This has about 3 GB of internal built-in space. That has about 6 GB of space. This feels more plasticky, that feels less plasticky. This is a 6-inch screen, that is a 6-inch screen. I don't know if my camera will be able to pick any kind of difference between the two screens, but definitely when I hold the Paperwhite, it feels a lot more solid and less slippery in hand. I've had this for quite a few months now, and I really love this device. I think it's the only device I need. If I could live with one device, I'd probably choose to read. Anyways, this is the real star of this video. For 8,000 rupees, you're getting a perfect reading solution. You should get this Kindle because it definitely, it does not impact your eyes as bad as, your computer or your iPad or your cell phone. So while it might be fun and convenient to read on an iPhone, I don't think you should do it. Secondly, the other thing I like about this Kindle is the fact that, when I'm using this is a dedicated purpose. It has a dedicated purpose, and the purpose is to read. Whereas on your phone, you might get distracted by a WhatsApp you get, or Instagram, or YouTube. There are so many distractions on your phone. And having said that, I think it's a pretty good looking Kindle. It comes in white and black. Now, for those of you who have just started using this device, if you go into the settings here, you will see an option. You have this option for device name. Now, if I send a Mobi file to this email address, it will it will automatically sync onto the Kindle itself. However, the source email has to be registered. If it's not registered, you won't get it. So instead of you connecting this with your computer and transferring Mobi files, if you simply email them to yourself, they will come in your library. This is how I send all my files to myself. Almost all my library files, especially the ones which I haven't purchased, are basically something which I synced with the email. For example, this I did like that, and this also I did like that. This one I purchased. So every odd file I like to just buy, and sometimes I like to email them to myself. So that's a very good convenient fact for Kindle. And if you don't see your email address like here, you can actually go into your account and it gives you an email address right there. But above the email, you see amazon.in/myk. If you go to that web page and you sign in, you can add more emails from which you are allowing files to be sent straight to your device. So if you add, let's say, xyz@abc.com as a registered email, and if you send a file to this email address from xyz@abc.com, the Mobi file will come straight to this. Please bear in mind, if you send an EPUB file, it's not going to work. So do the little bit of work and try to send this to yourself. I feel 3 GB is more than enough. I don't think I'm ever gonna run out of space. I'll tell you what, I'm quite impressed by this device. Definitely the contrast is not as rich as this guy, but is it a deal breaker? Hardly. And it feels a little slippery. Having said that, you can always get a case. I don't recommend any cases on this device because the last thing you want is for this to seem heavy. Because if it seems heavy, it's just like, what the hell, man? Another reason for you not to read. The battery life is very good. It has a micro USB thing. In the box, you don't get an adapter. You only get a micro USB cable and a small manual. And some plastic and the box packing, that's about it. So for 8,000 rupees, I think this is looking like a good deal. Meanwhile, if I talk about the Paperwhite, this is probably my third or fourth Paperwhite. I've actually never had anything but the Paperwhite. I've never bothered getting a Kindle for myself, like the basic. I've always tried to get the more fancy ones. I've even tried the Oasis, hated it, absolutely hate that device. It's not worth it. It has a very bad gravity angle. I'm going to be putting a review for this guy in my description, and I'm also going to be putting a review for the Kindle Oasis. I think I have it somewhere, and you can go through that. Of all the Kindle devices, I like the Paperwhite the most, but for 8,000 rupees, if you're somebody who's not sure if he wants to get into reading or not, who's not sure if he wants to spend 13,000 rupees on the Paperwhite, I suggest you simply buy this device and you won't be unhappy. I can guarantee you that. Alright guys, thank you for watching my quick first impression and mini review for the Kindle. If I feel like it, I will do an in-depth comparison between these two devices. Thank you for watching. This is the Kindle 10th generation. If you want to buy it, I'm going to throw in links in the description. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you're having a valiant 2020. Bye.